Hello from Edge Educational Academy. So we have completed important questions from real numbers, sets, polynomials and statistics. Next chapter is trigonometry. We are going to do important questions only for 6 marks in this series of videos. I have uploaded all the videos in the playlist. You can check the relative videos, right? So before starting into the problems, we have to check a certain formulas. So one simple thing about trigonometry is trigonometry you will feel difficult only when you are not aware about the formulas. You should know certain formulas before starting every exercise. So for long answer type questions, you should know a couple of formulas. 3 identities are there, majorly 3 identities are there. From those 3 identities, you can extract 4 formulas each. 4 formulas from the first identity, 4 from the second, 4 from the third. So overall it becomes 12 formulas, and these are basic sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot. Sine is basically reciprocal of cosecant, 1 by cosecant. Cos is 1 by secant. Tan can be written in 2 ways, sine by cos or 1 by cot. You can use either of the formula depending upon what is required to prove. Next, cosecant, sine is 1 by cosecant, cosecant is 1 by sine. Cos is 1 by secant, secant is 1 by cos. Tan is sine by cos, cot is cos by sine, or 1 by cot, 1 by tan. Reciprocal. These formulas you must have done in the first exercise, or in the fourth exercise you have 3 identities. First identity is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. From here sine square theta, if I send plus cos square, it will become minus 1 minus cos square theta, and if I send the square over here, it will become under root 1 minus cos square theta. Sine square theta I am keeping here only. I am sending the cos square theta over there, it will become 1 minus cos square theta, and if I send the square over there, it will become under root 1 minus cos square theta. In the next case, I am keeping cos here, sending sine over there. Cos square theta is here only, plus sine square is sent over there, it will become minus sine square, 1 minus sine square theta, and if I send the square over there, it will become under root. So basically, if a square is asked, sine square is asked, the answer will be without root. If a sine is asked, the answer will be with root. Same goes for cos. Cos is asked, cos square is asked without root, cos is asked with root. So that is how it is. Next, for second and third identity, you have minus in between. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Whereas in case of first it was plus. So need not to worry, you can send either of that. But if it is minus, you cannot send it directly. So I am putting secant over here. Secant over here, I am sending tan to the other side. Minus tan square will become plus tan square. And if I send the square over here, it will become under root 1 plus tan square, because minus tan square was there on the left hand side. After sending, it will become plus tan square. Next, I am keeping tan square here. I am keeping tan square here. So basically, if I put tan square over here, it will become minus tan square theta. Minus tan square theta is equal to 1 plus secant square will become minus secant square. Are we supposed to find the value of minus tan square or plus tan square? Plus tan square. If I send minus over there, basically we cannot send minus, we have to multiply by minus. 1 will become minus 1, secant will become plus secant square. So instead of writing like this, we will write first plus term, secant square theta minus 1. In order to get rid of these 3 steps, what we do in general is, will secant square theta, understand here, this is important for both the identities. So you will feel difficulty only while understanding these 2 identities only. I will explain. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So instead of sending secant square and putting minus tan over here, we will send minus tan to this side. It will become plus tan. Plus 1 will get this side. It will become minus 1. So secant square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta. This is what it is. Directly without by sending tan square, we can find the value of tan square theta is 1 minus secant square. If I send the square to this side, it will become under root. Tan theta is under root secant square minus 1. Same goes for cosecant and cot. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. From here, if I send cosecant square, that's not a problem. If I'll keep cosecant square here only, I'll send cot. Minus cot will become plus 1 plus cot square theta. Square if I send over there, it will become under root. Cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. 1 plus cot square theta. Sending the second term, sending the minus wala term is not a problem. Putting it over here is the problem here. Now, if we have to find the value of cot, that is a bit difficult. What do we do in general? I will take minus cot here only. Minus cot is here only. 1 is already there, plus cosecant square theta. If I send it to the next side, it will become minus cosecant cosecant square theta, this cosecant square theta which is in plus, if I am sending over here it will become minus cosecant, but we have minus cot square theta. Are we supposed to find the value of minus cot square or plus cot square? Plus. That's why we have to multiply the entire equation with minus cot square theta. This plus will become minus 1, this minus will become plus cosecant square theta. So I'll write cosecant first, minus later. So cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. So this is the general way. However, what is the shortcut that we use? Instead of sending cosecant, we'll send minus cot to the next side. Minus cot will come here, it will become plus. Plus 1 will come here, it will become minus. Cosecant square minus 1 is equal to cot. Cosecant square minus 1 is equal to cot. If I send the square over there, it will become roots. Again and again I am telling, you'll have a little difficulty in these two identities only. Here it is plus, need not to worry about it. So in all the three identities, keeping the first term, sine, I am putting sine here, secant here, cosecant here, not a problem at all. But in this case, cos is also similar to sine. But here, tan and cot will become a bit difficult. Tan and cot, you will get confused. Remember, only for tan and cot. While reading the formulas, emphasize on tan formula and cot formula specifically. In all the values, you will have first 1 followed by a trigonometric ratio, 1 followed by a trigonometric ratio, 1 followed by a trigonometric ratio, 1 followed by a trigonometric ratio. However, in case of tan, first a trigonometric ratio, then 1. In case of cot, first a trigonometric ratio, then 1. In these two cases, first you will have trigonometric ratio, then 1. In remaining 4 cases, you will have 1 and a trigonometric ratio. First here if you have plus, there it will be minus. Here if you have minus, there it will be plus. That you already know. So these are the basic formulas which you should know before getting into the main problem. लाओ जी, टेक्स्ट बुक दो, टेक्स्ट बुक ही नहीं लिया मैं. यूसुफ कब पेपर से पहुंचे थे? नहीं, मार्क्स रुक जा रहे इसके ऊपर, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ. बस 7-8 मिनट तो ये समझाने में हो गया. यार अच्छे से सुनो यार ये क्वेश्चन. पाँच सो जा रहे. पूरे सीधा एडिट करना. Yes, right. Here we have the first question. So it says show that 1 plus sin a by 1 minus sin a is equal to secant a plus tan a. This is what we have to prove. So if root is there, in order to get rid from the root, from the 9th class we do rationalizing the denominator. First we have to rationalize the denominator. Some formulas which are very quite often you will use here is a square minus b square. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. You already know this. A plus b into a minus b. This formula will use it very frequent, and whenever we rationalize, followed by this formula. After rationalizing, this formula will be used. That you have to remember. Second, if I have 1 minus cos square theta. So this 1 automatically I have to put 1 square to that, because 1 square is again 1. Why do we put 1 square? Because it should change into a square minus b square, so that I can write it a plus b into a minus b. Whenever you have 1 and a trigonometric ratio, square of the trigonometric ratio, minus is there in between. So you have to put 1 square, similar to sine. For example, 1 minus sine square I have. 1 minus sine square theta. I will put square to 1 as well. Why? Because it will turn into a square minus b square. If it is in the form of a square minus b square, I can write it as a plus b into a minus b. There are certain terms which you have to remember in all the formulas, all the sums. Right? Right. Here we have to rationalize the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator. What do we do rationalizing? Rationalizing in the sense, first we will take 1 plus sine a as it is divided by 1 minus sine a is also as it is into, we have to, 1 minus sine a will become 1 plus sine a into 1 plus sine a. 1 plus sine a by 1 plus sine a. Clear? 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A. Now, here we have two fractions, 1 plus sin A in the numerator, 1 minus sin A in the denominator, 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A. I'll multiply both the numerators. Two fractions are there and into sign is there. You need not to cross multiply. You have to multiply numerator, denominator. 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A. 1 plus sin A whole square. 1 plus sin A whole square. For 2 is there, no? 2 into 2. 2 square. X into x. X square. Like that, 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A. 1 plus sin A whole square. It is 1 plus sin A whole square. Put under root. I am splitting the root for both the terms. Divided by, here it is 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A. 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A. What is it looking like? A plus B into A minus B, or A minus B into A plus B. Both mean same only. A minus B into A plus B. Its formula is A square minus B square. What's the value of A? 1. What's the value of B? Sine. Right. I can cancel the square and root in the numerator. Yeah. So in the numerator we have 1 plus sine A by under root 1 square minus sine square A. 1 square minus sine square A. And also while solving you have to put an eye on what is required to prove. So secant we have to get. Look at the formula for secant. What is secant? Secant is 1 by cos. Secant is 1 by cos. Like that you have to do. And tan. Tan is sine by cos. Tan is sine by cos, or secant is 1 by cos. These two values you have to get. So I have to do some more the other things over here, and to the first I should get 1 by cos, and second sine by cos. 1 is there, sine is there, but in the denominator we should get cos. So square is there, trigonometric ratio is there, under root is there, under root 1 minus sine square. What's the formula? Cos. Instead of 1 minus sine square theta, can't I write cos theta? Right? So it is 1 plus sine A by cos A. Now what do we have to prove? Sine A. Sine A is nothing but 1 by secant A. Secant theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. 1 is there in the denominator, we got cos. Sine is there in the denominator, we got cos. So we'll split the cos to both the numerators. 1 by cos, sine by cos. Here I'll write 1 by cos A plus sine A by cos A. 1 by cos A plus sine A by cos A. 1 by cos is nothing but secant. 1 by cos is nothing but secant A. If it is theta, you write theta. If it is A, you write A. If it is alpha, you write alpha. Whatsoever it is, that's none of our concern. Next, sine A by cos A, tan A. Sine A by cos A is tan A. Hence proof. Clear? First, if root is there, you have to start from rationalizing. One of the important questions. Another similar question is there, that will do. Right. Another question is under root 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta is equal to cosecant theta plus cot theta. Same problem, just trigonometric ratios are changed. Same to same problem. First of all, rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator in the sense, put a root 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta into this 1 plus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. Change the sign of the denominator, write 2 times. 1 plus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. Barabar? Next, numerator 1 plus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta whole square. Same way, under root 1 plus cos theta whole square. And splitting the root as well. In the denominator, 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. 1 square minus cos square theta. A minus B into A plus B. A square minus B square. 1 square minus cos square theta. Right. This square and root cancel. I have in the numerator 1 plus cos theta by under root 1 minus cos square theta. Under root 1 minus cos square theta. Sin theta. Under root 1 minus cos square theta is sin theta. Another way of remembering is cosecant theta we have to get. What is the value of cosecant? 1 by sine. 1 is there in the numerator. We should get sine. And cot theta. Cot is cos by sine. Cos is already there in the denominator. We were supposed to get sine. That's why 1 minus cos got converted into sine, and sine will be splitted for 1 as well as for cos. 1 by sine, cos by sine. 1 by sine is nothing but cosecant. Cos by sine is nothing but cot. I'll split the sine over here. It will become 1 by sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta. I am giving the sine theta to 1, giving the sine theta to cos as well. 1 by sine is nothing but cosecant theta. 1 by sine is nothing but cosecant theta plus cos by sine is nothing but cot theta. Hence proof. Yes, tell me. This one. 2 plus x by 2 is there. Ye 2 will go to 2, 2 will go to x. You can split it like this. 2 by 2 plus x by 2. For example, 7 plus p plus q by 4. We can split 4. 7 by 4 plus p by 4 plus q by 4. If the property is distributed among 3 brothers, until and unless your parents are alive, it will be like that only. Once they are gone, you will fight and you will take your share. Like that. Until and unless it is there for all the factors, you can keep it in the denominator. Once you want it separately, for example, for some reason I want to get 7 by 4, I can split it. 7 by 4, p by 4, q by 4. For numerator, denominator, whatsoever is there in the denominator, we can give that denominator to all the terms in the numerator. Now remember these same similar questions. Remember the trigonometric identities that we used. Sine, secant, tan. Sine, secant, tan. Cos, cosecant, cot. Cos, cosecant, cot. One more question is there, that will be in terms of sine, secant, tan. Another similar question, cos, cosecant, cot. Similar question will be there. Another set of question, here we have cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square is equal to 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta we have to prove. So in the previous question root was there. So you have to put a certain pointers before solving the question. If root is there, you have to rationalize and get rid of the root. If while rationalizing a plus b into a minus b formula is used for sure, that you have to remember. Second case, when there is whole square, instead of if it is square, like for example it was cosecant square and cot square, then we would have gone for this formula, cosecant minus cot. But is square there to the cosecant individually? No. For cot, square is not there, whole square is there. That's a different story. However, so if you do not have the squares to individual trigonometric ratios, then you have to convert all the trigonometric ratios in terms of sine and cos. For example, tan is there, you have to convert into sine by cos. Secant is there, 1 by cos. Cosecant is there, 1 by sine. Irrespective of whatsoever it is, first convert to sine and cos, then you will get the LCM. Another way of understanding is cosecant. Formula for cosecant is 1 by sine. Formula for cot is cos by sine. So you will have sine in the denominator, you can take LCM in the denominator. Later you can proceed with the next steps. Chalo. Right here, cosecant can be written as 1 by sine theta minus cot can be written as cos theta by sine theta, and it is whole square. Right, LCM is sine theta. LCM is sine theta. Here you have 1 minus cos theta whole square. I am splitting the square to both the terms. Splitting the square to both the terms. Square is given to the numerator and square is given to the denominator as well. Now, while solving, after every step you check till where did you reach to prove the required sum. You have to get 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta we got in the numerator, but it is square. 1 minus cos theta whole square is there. We have to remove 1 square from that. Okay, that will do. And in the denominator we should get 1 plus cos theta. We should get a 1 plus cos theta, but we have a sin theta. This sin theta whole square is nothing but sin square theta. You will not see, you will never find like this sin theta whole square. You will not have square to the theta. Instead you will have like this sin square theta. Same way cos theta whole square. No, cos square theta. Square will be given to the trigonometric ratio, not to the angle. That you have to remember. Next step. So here while proving the required terms, what we have to do? We have to take the denominator LCM we have taken here, sin theta. Next we have to get a cos in the denominator, because required to prove, in the proof we should get a 1 plus cos theta. In the denominator we should get a 1 plus cos theta. That's why this sin theta I am converting into 1 plus cos theta. Sin theta formula in terms of cos I have to check now. Clear? Look at the approach. See, if I start the sum and I can write this formulas. If I write directly, you will not be able to understand why am I doing this particular step. Why not any other formula from this? That you have to understand. 1 minus first cosecant. First step, what did I say? Without looking at the question, you just have to convert into sine and cos. Cosecant 1 by sine, cot cos by sine. Clear. LCM is sine. Square is split to the numerator and to the denominator. Looking at the what is required, 1 minus cos theta we already got, but square is there. We'll get rid of it in a bit. Next, sine theta is there in the denominator. We shouldn't have sine theta, but we want cos theta. So that's why instead of sine theta, I should get cos theta. Do we have any formula for that? Yes, sine theta. Sine theta can be written as under root 1 minus cos square theta, or sine square theta. Sine square instead I can use 1 minus cos square theta. Sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. This whole square is nothing but here sine square theta. Right. Instead of sine square theta, I am writing 1 minus cos square theta. So this is 1 minus cos theta whole square by 1 minus cos square theta. Don't get confused. You cannot give this square to 1, cannot give this square to cos separately. It is whole square. Whole square is separate. In the denominator, 1 minus cos square theta is there. What did I say? One trigonometric ratio is there and square is there to the trigonometric ratio. Minus is there in between. 1 is there. Square to 1. We can put a square to 1. Why did we do that? So that it is converted into the form of a plus b into a minus b, which is nothing but a square minus b square. So a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. So a is 1, b is cos theta. Numerator is same, 1 minus cos theta whole square divided by 1 plus cos into 1 minus cos. 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Now 1 minus cos theta is there in 2 times. 1 minus cos theta cancelled. Only 1 minus cos theta is there. In the denominator also it is cancelled. We got 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. That is what is required. Clear? Converting here. From here you have to remember sine square. Sine square is there, but we have to get a cos. Do we have any formula for conversion of sine to cos? Yes, we do. Sine square is nothing but 1 minus cos square. That I have substituted. 1 can be written as 1 square. I already told you that. Similar question here. Secant and tan. Secant and tan. Secant, how do we write secant? First step, what did I tell? We have to convert into sine and cos. Secant can be written as 1 by cos. Secant can be written as 1 by cos theta minus tan. Tan can be written as sine by cos. Sine theta by cos theta whole square. Cos theta is LCM. Cos theta we can take as LCM. If I take cos theta as LCM, it is 1 minus sine theta. I am splitting the square and this is cos square theta. Now look at what is required. 1 minus sine is required. 1 minus sine we got, but with the whole square. We'll remove that square in a bit. Now in the denominator I should get 1 plus sine. But do I have 1 plus sine? No, I have cos. So I have to look for cos formula in terms of sine. Cos formula in terms of sine. Cos square can be written as 1 minus sine square theta. Right. So this is 1 minus sine theta whole square as it is. Cos square can be written as 1 minus sine square theta. 1 minus sine square theta. Next, a trigonometric ratio whole square. 1 bit mein minus. What do we do? Put a square. So this is in the form of a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So now numerator as it is 1 minus sine theta whole square divided by 1 plus sine into 1 minus sine. 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. 1 minus sine theta whole square, 1 minus sine theta once, it is cancelled. We have 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus sine theta. Again. Yes, almost this formula will be used in most of the questions. Not mandatory. Yes, a square minus b square in trigonometry. Whenever you do rationalize, there you will have this formula. Identify, that is what the problem is. You have to look what is required. What is required? Numerator we got, denominator we have converted. Now in the denominator, after converting cos square, I got 1 minus sine, but I should get 1 plus sine. 1 minus sine, so I should convert to 1 plus sine. That's why I have taken square to 1 and a minus b into a plus b. A square minus b square. Yes. Similar set of question, cosecant, cot, cos, secant, tan, sine. The questions we solved before, those two questions were also in the same form. Copy this down, we'll solve more problems. Here we have another important question. This is very important question. Look at this similar two questions which is very similar to each other. Cosecant, cot and cos. I have already told you in the previous question also these three trigonometric ratios were in one combination. Sine, secant or tan in one combination. Right here I'll tell you how this question is asked in other ways also. Answer is same but you won't be able to identify that kind of question. See here. Now first what did I told you guys? To convert in sine and cos. If you find trigonometric ratio other than sine and cos, convert them into sine and cos. Cosecant can be written as 1 by sine. Cosecant is nothing but 1 by sine theta plus cot, cos by sine theta, cos theta by sine theta is equal to k, is equal to k. Here now if we take LCM, 1 plus cos theta by sine theta is equal to k, right? Now look at this here. After every step you have to check till where did we reach. In the required to prove we should get k square. In the required to prove we should get k square, but do we have k square here? No. That's why for that purpose we are doing squaring on both sides. Do not just blindly remember the steps, look for the purpose. Why are we doing? Because in the required answer k square is there, but we do not have k square here. That's why we are doing squaring on both sides. If I square on both sides, square should be given to numerator, square should be given to denominator here on the left hand side, and on the right hand side square should be given to k. So it is 1 plus cos theta whole square divided by sine theta whole square is nothing but sine square theta. I already told you square will go to sine, not to theta, is equal to k square. Now we got k square, but k square in required to prove we should get a k square minus 1, k square plus 1 and cos theta. 1 is there, cos theta is there, square is there, k is there, but only term which is disturbing us is sine. We do not want sine, we want cos. That's why I am changing sine in terms of cos. Is there any formula for sine in terms of cos? Sine square, 1 minus cos square we can write, sine square we can write as 1 minus cos square. 1 plus cos theta whole square as it is. In the denominator sine square can be written as 1 minus cos square theta is equal to k square, right? Square is there for cos, 1 is there, minus is there in between. I already told you put a square to 1. This is a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. So 1 plus cos theta whole square divided by 1 plus cos theta a plus b into a minus b. 1 minus cos theta is equal to k square. 1 plus cos theta whole square में से 1 and 1 plus cos theta in the denominator, these two gets cancelled. Here we have 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta in the numerator divided by 1 minus cos theta in the denominator is equal to k square, right? So now what was the one which was troubling us? Sine square. We changed sine square to cos square. Now we still have to do few more steps. Here see, 1 minus cos theta in the division. If I send it over here, it will become multiplication. So 1 plus cos theta is as it is. 1 plus cos theta is as it is. Here k square into 1 minus cos theta. K square into 1 minus cos theta. I will multiply k square inside. Here you will get confused here. From this point you will get the wrong answer. Again and again I am telling, make sure that here you are putting all of your effort. K square, 1 plus cos theta as it is, 1 plus cos theta as it is, k square into 1, k square minus k square into cos theta, k square cos theta, right? At this point you have to segregate the terms. Segregate the terms in the sense all the trigonometric ratios one side, all the terms without trigonometric ratio other side. On the left hand side I have 1 which is non-trigonometric term and cos theta which is a trigonometric term. On right hand side I have k square which is non-trigonometric term, k square cos theta which is a trigonometric. These two should get ones, these two should be taken to the one side. Here if I minus k square cos theta, if I get this side it will become plus k square cos theta. Am I supposed to transfer this cos to over there? No, we should get all the trigonometric ratios one side. So that's why I am putting cos here only, plus cos theta as it is. Here k square was there already, plus 1 if I transfer it will become minus 1. Don't get confused over here while segregating. Remember the point that all the trigonometric ratios one side, all the term without trigonometric ratios to the other side. K square cos theta and cos theta are the trigonometric terms. That's why I have brought both of them to the one side. K square and 1 are the terms which are non-trigonometric. That's why I have transferred those terms to other side. From this k square cos theta and cos theta, I can take cos theta as common. Cos theta is common. If I take cos theta as common, here I have k square. Cos theta is there which is taken as common. You will have 1 plus 1, whatever is there, while taking common, x was there and you have taken x as common, you will have 1. K square plus 1 is equal to k square minus 1. This k square plus 1 is in multiplication. If I send this side, it will become division. So cos theta is equal to k square minus 1 by k square plus 1. Again and again I am telling this steps is not that difficult. However, from this step you will get confused. 3-4 steps you practice it multiple times. Next, similar question, secant theta plus tan theta is equal to p. We have to prove sin theta is equal to p square minus 1 by p square plus 1. Same question, cosecant, cot and cos. Here secant, tan and sin. Instead of variable k, there we have p. That's all. Right. First step, what do we do? Secant can be written as 1 by cos theta plus tan can be written as sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta is equal to p. Is equal to p. If I take LCM, it will become 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. 1 plus sin theta by cos theta is equal to p. Now, what is there? In the required, we should get a p square, but here we have only p. That's why at this point we have to square on both sides. Square on both sides. Square to the numerator, square to the denominator on left hand side. Square should be given to p as well. So in the numerator will become 1 plus sin theta whole square. Denominator में cos theta whole square, cos square theta. Cos square theta is equal to p square. Right. Look at what is required. Sin is there, p is there, 1 is there. Sin we got, 1 we got, p got. Only cos is troubling us. So now I have to change cos to sin. Cos square can be written as 1 minus sin square theta. So 1 plus sin theta in the numerator as it is. 1 plus sin theta whole square divided by cos square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is equal to p square. A trigonometric ratio with a square. 1 is there, minus is there. So square, we have to put a square to 1. It will become a square minus b square. So in the numerator as it is, 1 plus sin theta whole square as it is, a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. 1 minus sin theta is equal to p square. Yes, 1 plus sin theta whole square and 1 plus sin theta will be cancelled. In the numerator, one more 1 plus sin theta is there. 1 plus sin theta divided by 1 minus sin theta is equal to p square. Next, 1 minus sin theta division. If I send it this side, it will become multiplication. Here I have 1 plus sin theta. 1 plus sin theta is equal to p square into 1 minus sin theta. Next step, multiply p square inside. Here from this step, you will get confused. 1 plus sin theta as it is. Here p square into 1, p square minus p square into sin theta, p square sin theta. Now is the time for segregation. How do we segregate? We will put all the trigonometric ratios to one side, all the terms without trigonometric ratios to the other side. Plus p square sin theta, here it will become plus p square sin theta plus sin theta is equal to p square plus 1 will become minus 1. Take sin theta common. Take sin theta will common. It will become p square plus 1 is equal to p square minus 1. P square 1 is in multiplication. If I send it this side, it will become division. Sin theta is equal to p square minus 1 by p square plus 1. Hence proof. Clear? Very, very important question. And I'll tell you, same question can be asked. Same question you'll exactly same to same question, but you'll get quite confused because that will be asked in a different manner. So it can be framed like this. 1 minute. कहाँ है जी अम्मा? क्वेश्चन क्या है? लास्ट में चेंज करना पड़ता है इसको. निकालो जरा क्वेश्चन निकालो. लास्ट में एडिट कर लेता हूँ. Secant alpha plus tan alpha, secant theta plus tan theta is equal to secant beta plus tan beta is equal to p. Express sin theta in terms of कुछ रहता p बोल के. कॉपी करना सर. Find the value of sin b in terms of Here, 1 minute. Similar question, same question. It is framed this way: secant beta plus tan beta is equal to P. In the place of theta, you have beta. In the place of P, P is there. But what is required to prove, which is given directly here in the question? Find the value of sin beta, find the value of sin theta in terms of P. P square minus 1 by P square plus 1. Same question, but question will be asked in this way. Question will be twisted. By looking at this question, you will get confused. You will think that you did not practice this, but it is the same question. Same to same. Alpha, exactly same to same. Instead of theta, it is beta. Yes, copy it down. Why not?